Imagine, ladies and gentlemen, if this was how you went to work every single day, sitting 6 to 8 hours in the dark like this. Furthermore, to make this more realistic, I would have to ask you to get onto your hands and knees and crawl underneath the table that you're sitting behind right now. How would that feel? To make this even more realistic, I would have to send this table that you are now crouched underneath 2 to 3 kilometers under the surface. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what it's like to work underground on one of South Africa's deep-level gold and platinum mines. Quite a daunting environment, would you not say? And this is an environment that is as familiar to me as your back garden is to you. It is this environment where so many people have come to here in South Africa to drive change in their lives, be it people from labor-sending areas in Lesotho or the Eastern Cape, or from overseas, countries like England, Ireland, Turkey, bringing skills to develop and change their lives based here in Johannesburg. I don't remember my first shift underground, but apparently a lot of the men do. You see, I started at the back end of the stope, 60-degree stope on the western margin in the Free State, and by the time I'd got to the end of the face, the stope was empty. You see, management hadn't shared with the crews that now there would be a technical woman working underground. Mines weren't ready for this change yet. Caused a little bit of chaos, and I've had to always be able to develop and instruct people on how we develop this change environment, based firstly in the mining sector, but I've been able to carry this forward, not only from the stope face to the shop floor, as well as to the boardroom table. And for me, there are 3 key elements that I bring out in other environments. And this is about, firstly, being humble. As a woman in business, we need to be humble about where our experience lies. But at the same time, it's very important to realize that the words listen and silent actually contain the same letters. And thirdly, it's about being bold. Because as a woman in business and a woman in quite a selective male-dominated environment, it is about being able to be bold too. And it's this boldness that has carried me forward, because I've been able to see the mining sector very differently, being able to interact differently, and being able to drive change in terms of technology. This is what I bring to the table now from a technology point of view. Mining's struggling. Business is struggling. And it's about being able to be innovative and being able to drive change. In the mining sector, we've been able to shrink large equipment, we've been able to use automation, we use robotics, we use mining methods from other sectors, like being able to drill through rock instead of putting people there. These are very specific examples in the mining sector, but nevertheless, we are able to drive change in all our areas of business. And the 3 key elements of this for me are very much about being able to have a very clear strategy when it comes to change, as well as being able to be brave and not be afraid to make mistakes, as well as the soft skills that we need to penetrate the market when it comes to change through technology. In the Free State, I used to work on the mines near a village called Virginia. And in the 2000s, I was able to go to Virginia in Minnesota. And in the split second, the world became a very small place. You see, we are all looking for the same thing. We are all wanting to drive change, and we need to be able to innovate for that. And that is the change that we like to bring to the table. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jeannette McGill, and I'm a woman driving change.